Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live Show. Today is Thursday, January 15th, in the middle of January already. It's just cruising through. Market don't look too bad. Nvidia is up. AVGO is up. But first, all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. And let's click over to that heat map and see what it looks like this morning. There you go. Like I said, Nvidia looking pretty good right there. And let's see what's going on with our indices. SPY is up, not looking bad, bouncing right off of that 20 right there. It looks pretty good to roll off that MACD, so you should see it trying to go back up, and the Qs are right back up also, and they're bouncing up. Look at them bad boys, and they look pretty good. So again, red flag was out. I took the red flag down yesterday off the night note, and that's why, I guess, because they were touching 50s, 20s, and not looking too bad. We were looking at it last night. You couldn't tell exactly what it wanted to do, but I didn't think it was going to cross through the MACD. They've been staying up there pretty well. And with these kind of setups, you'd have to assume that it's not crossing through. And if it does, it's going to be quick. But it didn't right here. You can see they just rolled right off. And you can even see it crossed down and went up quick the other time right about there. And it bounced right back off these trend lines. And your 20s, your 50s didn't even touch down there. So, yeah, we touched the 20 and then right back to that trend line and ripping right back up for your SPY. IWM was looking good, and it's still up there and not looking too bad this morning. But the Qs and SPYs look really good right there. So let's go ahead and check out what's going on. Still no Joe Lee's jumpers. So not that I saw. Yeah, I didn't see anything this morning. I was on there. And oh, guys, did you watch that video of I retweeted it out last night? I was laughing so hard. I'm not even kidding. I had like tears in my eyes. I was laughing so hard. That video of that kid in the red jacket taunting that dude with the air horn and stuff like that, and then the dude just starts knocking people out. Did you watch that video? It might be one of the greatest videos I've ever seen. It is so funny. I laughed so hard. That dude in the red jacket, when he throws that umbrella down and walks over there like he's Mr. Badass, and he like just walks over like this with his hands down in his face, right in the dude, and the guy just knocks him out. He folds him. It's the greatest ever. You gotta watch it. If you didn't see that, watch that video to start your morning. You'll definitely start laughing. Holy cow, that guy went off on all it. There's a video, guys. Somebody put like the Batman things to it, and I was laughing so hard when I was watching that. It was like bam, pals. Oh my goodness, I was dying. It is so funny. It might be one of the best videos you're ever gonna watch in a long time. Anyway, recently, it is so funny. This dude is just sitting there taunting him. This guy's trying to get away, and then he just had enough. And when he had enough, holy shit, it goes. I'm telling you, I said the same thing. I'm like, yo, I would have knocked this dude out. He lasted way longer than I would. You guys know how I am. That dude would have put an air horn in my hair. That dude would have been dead immediately. I would have snapped him in half, and then I would have just went nuts on everybody. But yeah, that dude did exactly what I thought he should have done. It was so funny. Watch that video, guys. It might be one of the greatest. And if I had it up here, I'd put it on, but I don't have it all set up. I should have set it up this when I was watching it on my phone. Anyway, let's go through the market, see what's going on. How about that TSM this morning? That's ripping, Luis Rodriguez. I saw that. I was like, what is happening with this thing? What did they even announce right there? Taiwan's TSM, we'll call it that, post their Q4. Here we go with Q4s, guys, and earnings season. So TSM off to a good one right there, I must say. What was it? Plus 41% year over year in revenue of $33 billion. That's 26% year over year, beating estimates, and its board approves a NT $6 per share cash dividend. Holy cow, look at that. TSM, I imagine might should have held on to that for a little longer, I would say. He had enough, that whole group found out. Even the one guy, I mean, he's just like circling around hitting people, and he just runs over and hits the one guy. The 1-2-5. Every person he punches hits the ground. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm just picturing in my head. I can't stop laughing watching that video. It is so incredible. I'm telling you, it's the greatest video you can ever watch. It's so funny. Exactly what should have happened is exactly what happened. And I guess woke left people don't know how to fight. I mean, clearly, the dude just rock. I mean, not even one dude tries to go over and fight with him, and then that, like he punches him immediately. It's so funny, guys. Watch that video. Let's go through our market, see what's going on here. We could probably talk about that video for the full 30 minutes this morning. It's that good. I'm telling you, it's that funny. I mean, you have to see it. Let's see what's bumping right here. SPHL, Springview Holdings. Riley was jumping up pretty big. Ben had mentioned that one in the Discord in the after hours when we were trading. They had good earnings report came out, so that did jump up. And OCUL, so it is becoming earnings season. And ROLR, that high roller, a little action this morning, like I said. So there you go. It opened up at 21 and it got to 27. So, like I was saying last night, take a look at it. It could be jumping around and it could still be jumping around. It's still on the top, guys. You could still have some action on this high roller. So, definitely be keeping an eye on that bad boy today. And let's say SHCO. That one should be called Shitco. And that's what that's what Godfather calls all the penny stocks and stuff that he doesn't like. It's pretty funny. But PAVS, some of these guys moving. Let's see what our big caps are doing up here because they seem to be bouncing back up. Like I said, our SPY is up, our Qs. We were just looking at this stuff, and then we were talking about that great video. And now let's look at Apple right here. Let me get to it. AAPL, and that's up a little bit. And I'm telling you, Apple just looks good. Look at it curling up. It looks pretty well. And I'd say going into earnings, it might be great because if it's still down here, I don't think Apple's going to dip on them earnings. Let's put it that way. And Amazon is trying to rebound a little bit, so we'll be seeing that one. And yeah, you're not kidding, Sam. So much for them Q puts. I thought about that as soon as I saw the market. I was like, holy cow! I didn't grab any, and I'm glad I didn't, but I'm not glad that Rhett and some other people did grab some Q puts going into today because the market looked like trash, and then that's how quick it can turn around and get cruising. It's cool. I'm telling you, this market is way too volatile, guys, and way too crazy. It's exhausting. I'm not going to lie. Just like the fact that you assume it's going to be down just the way it looked yesterday, and you wake up and it's popped up like it is. You're like, oh, man, here comes another good day, crazy day. So it's rebound day, Sam. I think so, too. And so, yeah, we're going to have to dig some people out of them bad boys today. So, and then the setup comes for Friday, which could be the SCOTUS. So now when we know that the SCOTUS tariff thing's coming out every day that they don't announce it, it's like, oh man, now you got to like the market, is going to react to that in certain ways, which tonight, guys, we might have to play Nike. I mean, this thing into anticipation every single time. It did it last Friday too. It did it yesterday, and it's probably going to do it tomorrow. It runs up before the tariffs come out, just anticipation, because if this one could do really well if they say that the tariffs can't happen, Nike, and it runs up, and as soon as they don't have news, it falls right back down. So, I mean, you could just play that run up to the news and not even care if it does have the tariffs. But if it does, this one's probably going to run, but it will react to the news. But every time, in the last two times, it's done exactly that. It's flown up there, and then it's dipped down as soon as they didn't have a SCOTUS report come out. So it's kind of crazy. And yeah, the market's exhausting, guys. I'm not going to lie. Google right here is trying to go back up. Excuse me, staying in the top right there. And Meta right here, hitting that trend line. You're going to assume that it's bouncing off of that, especially if things are going to be bouncing back. And Microsoft trying to today looks pretty decent. What is tomorrow going to bring us? That's the only thing. So I would say I would still be very cautious here, but things are bouncing back today at the moment. In the video looking a little bit better right there. And let's see what our Tesla's up to. That's up $1.61, and that's getting set up. But again, it's under the MACD now, and it could continue to set up down here and come down a little bit more if it wanted to. So that's what you're looking at right there. And let's see what else is going on. Let me see. Let me see. What is silver and gold up to? Silver, a little bit of pullback right there. I think it's going to stay into the top right there. And let me see what GLD is doing right here. That's pulling back a little bit as well. And that looks pretty good this morning, too. So a little bit of healthy pullback. So keep an eye on them. That's your gold and silver right there. They still don't look too bad right there. And let's go ahead and look at the rest of our things, our rest of our list. AMC just hanging out down here. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It's trying to get set up. Maybe we look again at the options chain and see what's going on. This is going to get curled up again. I don't think it's happening tomorrow, but I do think it's going to happen by like next week. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. And that is AMC right there. GameStop. Why can't I type? GameStop right there. That is definitely getting set up for next week. Look at that thing. Oh man, that's like right there. You guys can see that. I mean, that's right there. So that one's got something going on. I don't see earnings happening. I don't know what the heck's happening with GameStop. Something's going on over at GameStop World, that's for sure. What are the options look like on that thing? Let's check this out real quick, guys, and see what's happening. Well, let me go. Yeah, check this out. I don't know if this is pretty new tab financials right here that Finviz added, but check this out, guys. It adds like all their earnings, their revenue, their forecasts, and all this cool stuff. I mean, dividends. I just clicked on this the other day and I saw it. I was like, what the heck is this tab? It has to be newer. And I've never really noticed it, but look at it. It's pretty wild. Price reaction, the earnings reports and stuff. I mean, it has all kinds of information here. And so, yeah, Finviz, again, just stepping it up. I'm telling you, between Finviz and TrendSpider, they're just amazing. So, anyone interested in Finviz too, I do have the elite and an affiliate thing. You guys can check that out. They've actually been kind of promoting stuff, and I'll have to talk to them about a few things. But yeah, and also trying to get the overnight stuff, the overnight hours put up there. So they're trying to work on that, I think, right now. So that would be really cool as well. Yeah, they're just going buck wild on Finviz and just doing everything that you can think of. That's really good. And yeah, definitely doing well. What is that symbol? I can't even tell what that looks like, AMC, what you just wrote. What the heck does that even? I can't tell what the heck. Does it say that they're dead? I don't even know what it says. Laptop drive. I can't tell what the emoji is what I can't tell. Anyway, let's keep on cruising right through. Tell me what that emoji is. I have no idea. I can't really tell. And Chewy right here. It's just kind of hanging out, dipped down yesterday. And Unity, that one's probably going to try to bounce off of that trend line right there. Maybe it doesn't get fully ripping yet because it's still got to curl up, but it could have that nice bounce play. So you can watch for that one right there. And our Netflix is down, or it's up a little bit, but it's been down. It's curling up. I'm telling you guys, this thing, here comes earnings. I have a feeling I might actually get some options for this into the earnings. I have a feeling, when does Netflix not do well on their earnings? I'm not sure. That last one right there, it usually has like a bunch of green ones and like one red. And we just had that red one, guys. Look at this. We have to play. We have to look at this today. That is going up on the earnings right here. When's their earnings report? That comes out next week at some point. When is January 20? I have to get a calendar today. This is driving me nuts. I don't have a stupid little calendar on my thing, and I need one because it was easy before. What day did I say? The 20th? That is next Tuesday. So we have over the weekend too. So we can wait until Monday if we wanted to. But that thing looks really good right there. So let's keep an eye on that consistency spike. That's for sure. And let's see what AVGO is. Well, let's look at Warner Brothers real quick. And that's just up a little bit, nothing too crazy. And Paramount right there isn't doing anything real crazy either. So all three of them, but that actually is in a bearish state. It could dip down into the basement, that one. So we'll keep an eye on it. We talked about it before, and they're not getting the Warner Brothers deal. Netflix is. AVGO trying to bounce back up. It was way down yesterday, and look at this thing, Carl. You're going to assume AVGO is about to go wild, guys. Look at that. Look right there. That could be a great one for today, that's for sure. So, and going into tomorrow. And what did I just do? I want to go to MU, not just you. And MU's bouncing back up right there. And TSM obviously ripping to its highs. Is that its new all-time high right there, Luis Rodriguez? I would have to assume so. It's yeah, it's gotta be. Look at that thing. It's ripping right to its new all-time highs right there, TSM. So we were super early on that one, that's for sure. And let's see, that's TSM right there. Let me see what the rest of these guys are doing real quick. SMCI, that one, I'm telling you, I'm keeping an eye on that one as well. That one's going to get ripping, so you might want to keep an eye on that. And Netflix going in forward, and AMD's been looking good right here. It should still be up, and it certainly is. And AMD looks like it wants to run, so that dip was probably a gift right there. QCOM bouncing right back up, and Snow looks like it's going to come back up. So Snow does not seem to be going down again. So we'll be watching that to try to bounce. And then PayPal right there, not looking bad. Intel pulling back, but that's in the top. It has been running up while everything else has been going down. Intel was bucking the trend. And Dell, I'm telling you, Dell is getting set up. Definitely keep an eye on Dell right there. That looks really good. IBM right here, not looking too bad. And that one could get cruising along. And let me take a look and see what Palantir is doing right here, because Palantir is... That's not looking bad either, guys. I must say, Palantir could really be getting set up right there. And Sophie, so it does look like a setup day. We still have to wait for the SCOTUS report tomorrow to see if it comes out, but things are looking pretty good. And here's your Marin Riot, and these guys are down just like a penny or so after that run up yesterday. Nothing real crazy right there. Even Clean Spark is just flat, and MicroStrategy's up just a tiny bit. And Nickel, I saw them guys this morning, but they're not looking too bad. We'll go through a crypto and see what it's doing. It had a little bit of pullback, nothing real crazy. Robinhood, that's just hitting some resistance. I mean, that's getting so set up right there. And Coinbase looking pretty good at the moment. It's just kind of down a little bit, but still not looking bad. I mean, look at it. It ran up yesterday. You're still in that channel. It still looks pretty good. I could see that green candle. Even if you pull back a little bit, Coinbase is not looking bad. And obviously, crypto hasn't been looking bad right now. And then Weeble's down a little bit. And again, I think you're a little tiny bit of pullback with crypto could be hitting that one, but nothing real crazy. That could continue to move up. Like I said, this could have a big old spike coming up either today or tomorrow. So definitely be watching that bull right there. And Space just kind of hanging out at the moment. Boeing just kind of hanging out. That one's going to crawl back into the top even higher, but just beware that it's in the top already. That's for sure. DJT right here, not looking too bad, actually. Could get set up right off of that 20. And what was McDonald's doing? That one's down. That's actually pulling back at the moment. Disney right here, that's not looking bad. Luis Rodriguez, Disney should start moving again. Oxy is down. Glad I locked in them profits yesterday, and that's why I'm telling you, just take them up real quick and then lock them in. If you're taking screenshots, lock it in. That's my motto now. If I'm taking a screenshot of it to post it out, it's probably the point where you want to hit the sell button as well. So there you go. And ExxonMobil right here, just a little bit of healthy pullback, nothing crazy there. So that's what we're looking at there. Let me see what else is going on. And Toyota Motor, that one was probably cruising up this morning. And it certainly is. Luis Rodriguez, you mentioned that one right there. ASML. Well, that one's a big one that runs. It's expensive, though. I looked into that one. SMH right there. That one does look good. Van X Semiconductor. So semiconductor's looking really good right now. And let's see. Yeah, Friday could be a whole different day tomorrow with the SCOTUS again. This market's exhausting, guys. I mean, anything can happen any day. Here's that A-gape. Remember, we were looking at this ATPC. That finally gapped up there. I think we were looking at it like last week. It was just taking too long, I guess. And PTHL right here. Fenton, what is it? Fedin Holdings or something. And that's a China one. That did spike up as well right there. And let's see, you're going to cash by the end of the day, laptop travel to play tomorrow, and still holding the silver and gold ETFs. And Sam saying the same thing, hold them bad boys. Adobe still pulling back here. Holy cow, we'll definitely be keeping an eye on this. And I think it might come right down to that 300 thing get set up. But that's going to be a good opportunity when it gets rolling again, too, because it has a ton of room to move. China's silver market is trading over the global ask price. That's crazy. And I'm not sure exactly what you were saying about AMC right there. FinViz will have to adapt, Doug, when 23-hour trading becomes reality. Well, absolutely. And it's starting to get there already. That's what I was saying to them. So yeah, they're working on. I already talked to them about it. So they'll pull that off. They've been on point, guys. They've been pretty incredible, Finviz, I have to say. And GVH right here, that looked pretty good there. Consistency spike. That could consistently spike today, I must say. So keep an eye on it. Look at it curling up right there. Not looking bad. Duolingo, I don't know. This one took a beating the other day. Maybe it wants to take a little quick bounce right here. Let me take a look at Duolingo. It's up a little bit. I'd be careful with it. It does look like it wants to bounce up, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does fall down right there. Just be careful with that one at the moment. And this company's not going to do so well because obviously AI and the AirPod buds, whatever the hell they're called, the Apple things, all that good stuff is going to be going down, or this is going to be going down because that's obviously going to be taking over. I mean, who needs Duolingo when that thing does it for you? So I don't think people aren't going to be learning other languages when you just stick an earbud in your ear and it can translate everything for you. So unless you really want to speak it, but it might be able to talk it soon. So you can do that other ways. ODD is Oddity right here. Oddity Tech. Not sure what this is up to, but that's in the basement. That'll start curling. That'll be a good one right there for ODD. And let's see, PX, what is it? PXED right there. Phoenix Education Partners. And that one's pulling back at the moment. Let me just take a better look and see if I can get a look. It might be still pulling back. Yeah, it looks like it's still pulling back right there. So there you go. Holy cow, a bunch of them, huh? Let's see. Garmin we'll look at. Oh, that meme ETF. We were looking at that yesterday or the other day. It's just kind of hanging out. It could get cruising. Does anyone know what memes are even in this? I assume like AMC and GameStop, but I'm not sure what else. Garmin, this one, we were looking at this not long ago. I remember Garmin. We were checking it out, and yeah, it's just kind of sitting there right there. I'd have to look at Garmin this today and tomorrow, get a better idea right there. And let's see right there. And let's see what else. Gape right there. That's moving up. ATPC. That's running this morning there. Doge Mama 9 could continue to run out of that bottom. And IVP right there. A little bit of pullback, huh? Let's see if it wants to run a little bit more here. Let me take a better look at it on this chart over here. It could. It's up there and it's kind of stalled itself. It did pull back a little bit from yesterday's highs, clearly. Let's see how it opens up there, Doge Mama 9. But you could get a little bounce up. We'll have to see. Just see how much it holds itself. Obviously, down a penny is a lot for these. It's like 20. It's like 23%. It's like a quarter of it almost, and or yeah, almost a quarter of the price right there. So it is dipping right there, IVP. But we'll see if it wants to try to get back up. And Data Vault right here. Oh, that's looking a little better. Yeah, let's keep an eye on Data Vault. It's hitting the MACD. It had a lot of red days right there. And I think that could get set up as well. And Duolingo, Death by AI, I agree right there completely. CVI from last night does look good. And let's see. Like I said, it was on my list the other day. It was running up. That still doesn't look bad right there. That CVR energy. And you're saying that AMC has gone to sleep. Okay, I didn't know what that emoji was. That's what I was asking. So that was a guy in a bed. I couldn't tell if he was in a coffin or a bed. It looked like something laying down is all I could tell. It was hard for me to tell on the stream. Here we go. And AMC, like I said, just kind of hanging out. And it could have that whole curl up period right there. But I think we nailed AMC, I would have to say, and got out at it. It ran up a little bit more, but like I said, you're not going to worry about everything, every last penny of it. And if you catch over 100% on everything, you're going to do pretty well. And that's what we're going to do now, guys. Watch ABVX right here. This is cruising up. That's looking pretty good. And you're not in IVP, just watching. I know you crushed it yesterday. Yeah, just watch and see if it does want to bounce back, if it gets that little curl up look right here, if it wants to. I'm not exactly sure. You can't really tell yet this morning. And IVP right here. So that's what it looks like at the moment. Let me just take a quick look at crypto real fast, see what's going on. Bitcoin at 96K right here and not looking too bad. And again, it ran up so nice yesterday, had a little healthy pullback, but looks like it wants to continue its way up. I was saying last night, a little healthy pullback after it ran up, and that's all you had right there. And now it wants to continue going up. So there's Ethereum and Solana. So you can keep an eye on like BMNR and these guys right here. They should be looking good today if crypto wants to run. And let's take a quick look and see what UMAX doing. That was looking pretty good. That's down a little bit right there. What's Nuclear doing? It's up a hair. MP right now is down as well. RGTI was looking good. That's hanging out. That could get moving. IO and Q. Let's see. What am I typing here? IO and Q right there. That's down a little bit. AMPX was looking good. Just kind of hanging out right there. That does look pretty good though. And that USA Rare Metals right now is just down a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on all these guys, see what's going on. There's the EOSE. That's still continuing its way up there. And what's that Mimi up to? That's just sitting there right now. This one's going to have a reverse split. So we're watching that one for next week after the reverse split on Friday. And JTAI, I was looking at that. That was looking pretty good. Profusa right here. Keep an eye on that though. Mama 9. It was looking all right in this SRXH right there. So there's a couple other ones. That's dipping down. We'll watch for that dip and rip right there. What's Tilray up to? That's up a little bit. So that's what your market looks like, guys. And that's what's happening today on our Thursday morning. So I don't think we have anything crazy coming out today. We already had all our CPI, PPI, and all that good stuff. So that's what's happening today if you want to look at it. And then tomorrow, nothing real crazy either. So we got through the CPI, PPI, and things are looking pretty decent this morning, I must say. We'll just end and look at the SPY and Qs real quick, and then we'll all get on our merry way. But I'll be on in the Discord around 9:15. Yeah, that looks pretty good right there for your Qs, or your SPY, I mean, and then your Qs right here are looking pretty good to try to roll off as well. So that is what it looks like. That O'Reilly. This is not O'Reilly. This is the Bank Riley. I don't know. There's two Rileys. I know we've looked at the other one too. I can't remember what it is, but it's looking pretty healthy. And watch out for that resistance right there. Genie, there you go. And 1073. I would say make it even like 1060s. And watch for that. So you have a little more room. We'll see if it can buck that. It'll get really cruising, but just keep an eye on that area right there. And we were supposed to look at your rocket this morning, Zach. So thank you for reminding me. It is down a little bit. It doesn't look bad, Zach. I must say. Look, it's holding itself. It could curl back up into that top area right there. I'll keep an eye on it for you today. And see, it's holding itself up pretty well. And if it does curl up, you'll get a nice little one more pop on it. So, but like I said, just beware. And IMRX wasn't looking too bad right there. So I'll keep an eye on that, Zach, and see what the rocket wants to do. And there you go, everybody. So that's what our market looks like this morning. Not too bad. Mag 7 bouncing right back up there. So we'll be keeping an eye to see if it wants to continue up. And Archer there, how are you? Nathan and Archer, let's see what it's doing. It's down 2 cents. That's not looking so bad right there. And let's see, ACHR. And yeah, not looking bad. It's just kind of flat at the moment. And I'll just look at Lockheed Martin real quick. Still up a little bit, but it's run up so much. So, and then again, it depends. I mean, what is Iran? That whole thing. I mean, is that just like a is Trump saying that nothing's going to go down over there, and then we're going to attack? You never know what's going to happen with that. So I'm keeping my eyes on them. That's for sure. Keep your eye on that SPHL. It's already ripping there today. And A-Gape we were talking about, and Riley and AGPU. So there you go, everybody. You're welcome, Zach and Nathan and Jeannie and Doge Mom and 9 consistency spike and laptop travel, of course. And Luis Rodriguez, of course, Sam and Robin, have a good day driving to work, and everybody else, enjoy your day. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to follow along. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence, and you guys make sure you trade smart and lock in those profits. Goodbye. Good luck. See you later, and have a great day, everybody.